Week 10 Non-Governmental Organizations, NGOs and Civil Society Organizations (CSOs). Definition and types of NGOs and CSOs. Non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and civil society organizations. CSOs are crucial actors in global governance, advocating for various causes and addressing societal issues. Here are definitions and types of NGOs and CSOs. Definition. NGOs, non-governmental organizations, are independent, nonprofit entities formed by individuals or groups outside government control. So civil society organizations encompass a broader category that includes NGOs, along with other entities such as community groups, advocacy organizations, trade unions, faith-based organizations, and social movements. Types of NGOs and CSOs. 1. Advocacy and human rights organizations. Examples: Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch. Focus: promoting human rights, advocating for policy change, monitoring human rights abuses, and providing support to victims. 2. Development and relief organizations. Examples: Oxfam, CARE International, Médecins Sans Frontières MSF. Focus: providing humanitarian aid, promoting sustainable development, poverty alleviation, disaster relief, and community development projects. 3. Environmental NGOs. Examples: Greenpeace, Worldwide Fund for Nature, WWF, Sierra Club. Focus: conservation of natural resources, environmental protection, climate change, mitigation, and advocacy for sustainable practices. 4. Health NGOs. Examples: Doctors Without Borders MSF, World Health Organization, WHO. Partners in Health. Focus: improving public health, combating diseases, providing healthcare services, and promoting healthcare access. 5. Educational and research NGOs. Examples: UNESCO, International Institute for Sustainable Development IISD. Focus: promoting education, conducting research, fostering knowledge sharing, and advocating for educational reform and innovation. 6. Social and community development NGOs. Examples: Habitat for Humanity, Save the Children, United Way. Focus: community empowerment, social justice, poverty reduction, youth development, gender equality, and empowerment of marginalized groups. 7. Religious and faith-based organizations. Examples: Catholic Relief Services CRS, Islamic Relief Worldwide, World Council of Churches. Focus: providing humanitarian aid, promoting social justice, and addressing community needs, based on religious principles and teachings. 8. Advocacy and policy think tanks. Examples: Center for Strategic and International Studies, CSIS, Brookings Institution, Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. Focus: conducting research, analyzing policy issues, influencing public policy, and advocating for specific policy reforms. Roles and impact of NGOs in global advocacy and development. 1. Advocacy and policy influence. Policy advocacy. NGOs advocate for policy changes at local, national, and international levels. They raise awareness about issues such as human rights, environmental protection, gender equality, and social justice through lobbying, campaigns, and public mobilization. Monitoring and accountability. NGOs monitor government actions, corporate practices, and international agreements to ensure compliance with human rights standards, environmental regulations, and social justice principles. 2. Service delivery and community empowerment. Humanitarian assistance. NGOs deliver critical aid and services during emergencies and humanitarian crises, including food, shelter, health care, and education. Community development INGOs promote sustainable development by empowering local communities through capacity-building initiatives, vocational training, and infrastructure projects. 3. Promoting human rights and social justice. Human rights advocacy INGOs work to protect and promote human rights globally, advocating for the rights of marginalized groups, refugees, women, children, indigenous peoples, and LGBTQ communities. Social justice initiatives INGOs address systemic inequalities and discrimination by promoting inclusive policies, advocating for equal access to education, healthcare, and employment opportunities. 4. Environmental conservation and sustainability. Environmental advocacy. Environmental INGOs such as Greenpeace and Worldwide Fund for Nature (WWF) campaign for conservation, biodiversity protection, and sustainable resource management. They raise awareness about climate change, pollution, deforestation, and advocate for policies that mitigate environmental degradation and promote sustainable development goals. 5. Capacity building and partnerships. Building local capacity INGOs empower local organizations and communities to advocate for their rights and drive development initiatives. They provide training, technical assistance, and resources to strengthen governance structures, enhance leadership skills, and promote civic engagement. Partnerships and collaboration INGOs collaborate with governments, businesses, academia, and other stakeholders to leverage resources, expertise, and networks for collective impact. Multi-stakeholder partnerships enable innovative solutions to complex global challenges and foster sustainable development practices. See? Challenges and opportunities for INGOs in global governance. INGOs play pivotal roles in global governance, but they face significant challenges and opportunities. Challenges: funding constraints. INGOs often rely on donor funding, which can be unstable and limited, affecting their operational sustainability and ability to scale initiatives. Political resistance. Governments may view INGOs as threats to sovereignty or national interests, leading to restrictions on their activities, surveillance, or even expulsion from countries. Legal and regulatory hurdles. Complex and restrictive regulatory environments in some countries can hinder INGOs' ability to operate effectively and advocate for change. Security risks. INGOs operating in conflict zones or areas with political instability face security threats, endangering staff and operations. Accountability and transparency. Ensuring accountability to donors, beneficiaries, and the public is crucial, but challenging amid diverse stakeholder expectations and regulatory scrutiny. Opportunities, advocacy, and influence. INGOs can leverage their grassroots support, expertise, and networks to influence policymaking, shape public opinion, and advocate for human rights, environmental protection, and social justice. Partnerships and collaborations. Collaborating with governments, international organizations, businesses, and local communities enables INGOs to pool resources, share expertise, and achieve greater impact on global issues. Innovation and technology. Embracing technological advancements enhances INGOs' efficiency in service delivery, advocacy campaigns, data collection, and transparency efforts. Capacity building. Strengthening local capacities through training, education, and empowerment initiatives empowers communities to drive sustainable development and governance reforms. Public awareness and engagement. Utilizing media, social platforms, and grassroots mobilization fosters public awareness, support, and participation in global governance initiatives. D. globalization and non-governmental organizations. NGOs and civil society organizations. KISALs. Impact of globalization on NGOs and SALs. 1. Expanded reach and influence. Globalization has enabled NGOs and CISAs to operate across borders, mobilize support internationally, and advocate for global issues such as human rights, environmental sustainability, and social justice. They leverage global networks, media, and digital platforms to amplify their voices and influence policymaking on a global scale. 2. Diversified funding sources. NGOs and CISAs now access diverse funding streams beyond traditional donors, including international foundations, corporate social responsibility initiatives, crowdfunding, and partnerships with businesses and governments. This financial diversification enhances their resilience and capacity to address complex global challenges. 3. Advocacy and policy influence. Globalization facilitates NGOs' engagement in transnational advocacy networks and coalitions, influencing global norms, policies, and regulations. They collaborate with international organizations, governments, and other stakeholders to shape agendas on issues like climate change, trade policies, and humanitarian interventions. 4. Technological advancements. Rapid advancements in technology have empowered NGOs and CISAs to innovate in advocacy, service delivery, and organizational management. They use digital tools for fundraising, communication, data collection, and monitoring, enhancing transparency, efficiency, and impact. 5. Challenges in global governance. While globalization expands opportunities, NGOs and CISAs also face challenges. They must navigate diverse regulatory environments, political resistance, and security risks in different countries. Global governance structures may lack inclusivity and transparency, requiring NGOs to advocate for reform and accountability. 6. Local global linkages. Globalization has strengthened connections between local communities and global movements. Through social media and international networks, NGOs and CISAs promote grassroots participation in global issues, while respecting local cultures and contexts, fostering inclusive and sustainable development practices.